All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. It's all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. By Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and mercy to the hopeful life preaching his word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Taz Abad, Lord will, with another video to edify. And I wanted to go into several snippets of some videos, get a little bit off of this, and really go into this violent nation that's being propped up as this oh so benevolent people that their actions are all reactionary. But when you really look at how they're moving, these people are the true devils of the earth, man. True devils of the earth. And we coming into the time now because I sent an article to the brother Bayan out here in the Arizona camp, where they sat there and they're saying right in Arizona that the FBI had been, people are being encouraged to inform the FBI if they see any suspicious activity in the state of Arizona. And all this shit is coming off of the back of this conflict between the occupational land of Israel and the occupational land of Palestine, right? All in the same time, right? All this is coming off of that. So brothers, when you out there and you preaching, be real wise about your word choice, right? Don't be as fools, not knowing anything. Be real strategic about how you speak certain things, because we're in the times now where they're going to bring every word, every single thing we say into scrutiny, and they're going to twist and turn everything to fit the narrative. So what we're seeing right now is the fucking violent man in earth. And when you go into the prophecies about the Israelites, right, when they would get in their land, it wasn't set up. It wasn't something where it was just going to be continual violence, upheaval, and depravity. Fuck you talking about a music festival with a whole bunch of bitches dressed half naked. This is wild, man. But this is I'm gonna play this and we'll get into it, man.
British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour wrote a letter to Lord Walter Rothschild, one of Britain's most prominent Jewish citizens. Balfour called for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people within the former Ottoman Empire. At the time, the population of Palestine was less than 10% Jewish, and the declaration accelerated Jewish migration from Europe.
And mind you, the Palestinians and those small hatters in the land, right, those big nose, small hat wearing people in the land, Israel, neither one of them belong there. The prophecy tell you that they parted the Lord's land. Right, so when Israel went down, we were taken out of the land. These heathen came in there and parted the land. But the way in which this shit is going down, you can tell it's just all out wickedness, man. All out wickedness.
In 1948, a UN resolution established the State of Israel, despite opposition from Arab neighbors. By then, the Jewish population had grown more than tenfold. The 1948 Arab-Israeli War followed. Since then, there have been 10 more wars, resulting in 5 million Palestinian refugees and thousands killed on both sides. Israel has occupied the Palestinian territories of the West Bank and Gaza for over 50 years. Today, the population of Arabs and Jews in Israel and the occupied territories is about equal. The Israeli-Palestinian crisis is one of the world's longest-running conflicts. 100 years after the Balfour Declaration, the conflict remains.
And it's the longest conflict because what the Lord told you in the beginning. Let me get this. Slovakia. This is oh, I'm spelling Amalek wrong. Yeah, this is Exodus 17 and 16. Because these are those people, right? It says, for he said, because Yahweh has sworn that he will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. This stuff never stops. Because these are the Amalekites. The ones that are occupying the land of Israel right now are nothing more than Amalekites. Converts. Read the book, The 13th Tribe by Arthur Colston. Right? And I'm going to be getting that book soon. And Lord will, I'm going to start going into it. Get some excerpts. Right? And I want to get this video. You see, now they went into this land and essentially stole it. Right? I want to let's see if this is part.
We've long been sold the narrative of a tit-for-tat skirmish of rockets, a real estate dispute, or even a centuries-old religious feud. There's so much more to the story of Palestine we all need to know. So, how did we get here? Let's take it back to the beginning. It starts with the end of a world war, Muslims fighting each other, and a promise made by the West only a century ago. So here's how the story begins. It's 1916, and the First World War is raging on. The Ottoman Empire is 617 years old at this point and is on the brink of collapse. The British and the French had promised the Arabs sovereignty and Arab leadership over the Arabian Peninsula and the Levant if they helped them defeat the Ottomans. And so the Arabs said, okay. And so they helped them defeat the Ottomans. Now I know what you're thinking. What's this got to do with Palestine and the creation of Israel? Just trust me. And so they helped them defeat the Ottomans. Now I know what you're thinking. What's this got to do with Palestine and the creation of Israel? Just trust me. We'll get there. Okay, so when the British and the French won, the Arabs wanted the land that was promised to them. But little did they know, the British and the French had this little top-secret meeting. And in this top-secret meeting, it was planned that the captured Ottoman province will be divided into areas of British and French control and influence. The British would receive Palestine, Jordan, and southern Iraq, while the French would control southeastern Turkey, northern Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. This was called the Sykes-Picot Agreement. But then the Arabs found out about this agreement, and they were shocked. They had been bamboozled and tricked. They thought that they were fighting a war in order to overthrow their non-Arab Muslim rulers, only to end up with, you guessed it, European colonial rulers instead.
See, this is Psalm 73. So they essentially just use their laws in the pen to even steal the land from those that stole the land. Man, there ain't no honor among thieves. There's no honor among thieves, and these heathen are actually Psalms 50. These heathen have been constantly seeing exactly how they do it. And what you got to understand, in these other countries, it's not like America, where in America, people learn history in high school and forget that shit. In these other countries, they devote their lives, and it's grilled into their conscience of what history actually is, right? Psalms 50 and 18, it says, but unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou takest my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partakers with adulterers. And this is that consenting with a thief.
Only
Internationally consenting with a thief. Right? This is why these are those violent men. Because the thief coming not but to steal, kill, and destroy. And now you're seeing who the thief in the earth is. And now he's in a mode of killing, stealing, and destroying. And we're going to see more of this. Now I'm going to play this.
The Israel and Hamas war enters its sixth, where power went out last evening after the only power station in the territory ran out of fuel. With this, all medical facilities risk going out of operation within days, triggering a greater humanitarian crisis. The United Nations says 11 of its volunteers have been killed in the Israeli air raids in Gaza. Other international aid groups have also reported volunteer fatalities in Gaza. The aid groups have demanded a humanitarian corridor into the blockaded strip. Meanwhile, the US President Joe Biden also made his first call for restraint over Israel's response to the Hamas attacks. He has urged Israel to abide by the rules of war, even as more arms and ammunition supplies from Washington arrived in Israel. The US confirmed at least 22 American citizens have been killed in Israel as US Secretary of State Antony Blinken left to visit the battling US ally. But the US has still not been able to ascertain the number of Americans taken hostage by the Hamas group. Fears mounted in Israel over the fate of at least 150 hostages held in Gaza by the Hamas. The militant group claims to have released 3 hostages, including 2 children and a woman, but awaiting confirmation and verification, Israeli media has denied the claim, saying the 3 were never taken hostage in the first place. The militant group also claimed that 4 captives died in Israeli strikes. Earlier, they threatened to kill other hostages if civilian targets are bombed without advance warning from Israel. The Hamas group have come under heavy criticism for its brutal attack on Israel, where reports say its fighter decapitated babies as they went on a rampage in Israeli settlements on Saturday.
They release kids and women to them, and the devil, the so-called white man in Atlanta, Israel, returns the favor by decapitating a bunch of babies. This is the fucking violent man. This is the violent man. This is what he did to Israel when they were coming out of the wilderness. They follow behind, right? They follow behind, right? Let me see if I could get it. Forgetting where exactly it is. This is right here it is. This is Amalek. This is a so-called white man, right? In Atlanta, Israel. This is Deuteronomy 25:17. It says, "Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way." Right? And I'm not saying that them people in the land of Palestine are fucking free of judgment, right? They're not. Them some wicked niggas too, right? There's some Israelites spread among them, but them some wicked niggas too. Neither one of them belonged in that fucking land, right? And we don't promote any type of violence towards either side, but I understand, right? It says, "Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way, and smote the hindermost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not the Most High." And this is, hey, he's showing who he is in earth today. Decapitating a bunch of babies. Right? And when you see these devils get suited and booted, you just look at their faces. Let me see if I could. She shows a little picture. Boy, I looked at them devil's face. I said, "Ooh, them niggas ain't right." Oh man, I don't think it was on this video actually. You just knew them niggas wasn't right, man. But these these are those devils, right? These are those devils now. Off the back of all this, right? Let me get to that Psalms 50 again. Psalms 50 and 18. "When thou sawest a thief, then thou consistest with him, hast been partakers with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit." Right? This devil is pushing up a lying fucking agenda on the media like he's innocent. Now, when you watch this, listen to these devils. And how come these devils are able to watch? Where's the cancel culture for this? Where's the cancel culture for this? But you had that harlot ass female, what is her, Mia Khalifa, right? She got removed from Playboy because she was supporting her people and trying to come to the defense of her people. But where's the cancel culture for this nigga right here? There's not gonna be any, because these niggas got free reign in earth right now. And remember, the scriptures tell you he's not troubled as other men.
Fuck Palestine! Palestine to my dick!
What do you think the response should be from Netanyahu and the military to Gaza?
Kill all Palestinians! All of them!
When you
Not
gonna
one left from the river to the sea, Palestine!
when you gon' cancel this nigga and the rest of his fucking people for the shit they saying? Look at this shit. Let me find another one.
Jewish. Two options.
What do you think the response should be to Gaza?
We gotta wipe them off the fucking map.
I'm talking about every fucking planting them like a parking lot.
Yeah,
Planting them out once and for
there's
all. Get rid of that.
nothing else you can do. They proved to us that there's nothing else you can do. We tried, and
We tried everything. It doesn't work. We have to wipe them flat off the fucking map.
What did they try? In the beginning, they essentially used the law to steal the land from them. Then they pushed them into smaller and smaller quarters. Remember, at the time, the land of Palestine was only 10% small hatter. Now it's fucking even. And they taking land. They would sit there and shut niggas out of their houses. And when they went to work, come behind them and just take whatever they was staying. This is how Esau gets down. But you see the pride in how they're so confident in what they're saying. This is the violent man in the earth, man. It's Psalm 73. Psalm 73 and 6. I'll start it up. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, and violence cover them as a garment." Wherever these devils are in the world, everywhere niggas is threatened. They got it so bad that even here in Arizona, they talking about fucking reporting any suspicious activity to the FBI. So brothers out there that's teaching, man, you be cognizant of that. Because any type of opposition, they're going to sit here and say, oh, you're threatening us. Well, we're set up as being the opposition in a righteous way. We're not going to pick up no sword. We're not going to pick up nothing. We're going to condemn you with the scriptures, and the Lord's going to do his work. But this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of shit happening. This is the beginning of their violent nature being shown to the earth. Because remember, the scriptures tell you the wicked, the son of perdition is going to be revealed, right? The wicked of earth is going to be revealed, and this is going to be the perfection of that revelation to the earth of who really is the wicked one, man. This is Proverbs 10:11. It says, "The mouth of the righteous is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked." You saw that.
Like a fucking parking lot.
I'm not stopping till all Arabs are wiped out.
I think
Let you say that about these small hatters. You're going to be canceled. Kanye didn't even say that much, and they took all that nigga's money away. Psalm 7. In 16, it says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. And chiefly that violent dealing that's going to come down on his own pate is for what he did to Israel. But these other nations, they don't have they have their skin in the game, so to say. Right? Remember, the scriptures talk about one realm's going to fight against another, and one people against another. Hey, this is a beautiful start. May the Lord increase all this shit to the point that these devils have no choice but to push their chip and speed this shit up, man. Shalom.